Smells like fumes in here. What's up, party people? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have decided what I'm actually gonna do with the silicone, finally. If my face is not recognizable to you, I am your two-time American Olympian mermaid. My name is Mia Sim, also known as the Provo Mermaid. As we all know, trying to fix this thing has not worked out with Bbdino silicone. We did some mixing and you see this clear strip and then you go to touch the silicone and it immediately lets go. So this does not adhere to dragon skin. However, it does adhere to any other silicone thing, which is unfortunate. The reason I'm in a hurry to pour this is because the lid is open. So this will oxidize and solidify and then I can't make anything with it at all. Also, be sure to write the date you open your silicone because some of these only have a shelf life for 6 months to a year. I'm making a scale sheet out of literal shells, so the goal is take that, smash it into the clay, and now I have a negative image to make a positive image out of silicone. Our first step is to roll it out, so I'm gonna put it on a surface where I don't have to peel off the clay because it'll ruin the image, so I'm just gonna leave it there for the whole project. But if you don't want to leave it on the counter for however long you're doing this project, put it on whatever you're gonna roll it on and then put cardboard underneath it. That way you can move it around the house. I'm gonna use a rolling pin and then I'm gonna cover the clay with Saran Wrap. That way my food rolling pin doesn't get this on it. I'm using the rolling pin to manage the height of the clay. That way when I press the shells down, it doesn't get too thin on the bottom. Press the shell one side at a time. That way you can still pick it up. Here's the final impression. Now we need to make a guard around this for when our silicone gets poured. I'm trimming around the unused surface area. That way I can make the trough without sacrificing the amount of clay that I have. I'm not filling this mold all the way to the top, so this doesn't have to be even from back to front. And I just check and see if any light comes through, and if light comes through, silicone can leak out. So this is the final step before the actual pouring process begins. For my pouring process, I have my cherry powder, mixing apparatus, and a stick. I'm actually going to use a plastic knife because I'm sick of these wooden sticks absorbing part of the product and it's hard to peel out. My trusty tablespoon measurement, and then part A and B of the silicone. Now, one take, people. Watch this. That was actually the saddest thing of my whole life. Normally it comes out in one big peel. Not today. Oh wait. So I use the same tablespoon for all of these measurements for silicone because I don't want to dirty my tools. I used to have a measuring cup, but that's for higher volume of silicone. I'm not using that much. So this just makes it a little easier to do small volume projects instead. Start unwrapping the oxidizing jar. Oh, it's goopy. I leave the spoon sideways because sometimes if you miss the volume, the right amount, it won't cure. And because this is a super small quantity, I only do a mix time of about 5 minutes, and that's worked out the best. If it's double, 7 minutes, and then depending on how big you want to go, more time. A lot of work time is also listed for volume, but not for this brand. Also, don't leave your mixing apparatus in the thing because if you're dumping silicone over the spoon, you have uncured product all down the front of that. I only wipe the spoon until it stops dripping because it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I gotta go wash my hands before I touch the color because it'll make the bag sticky. If you want vibrant colors, you need a lot of mix. Pretty simple for silicone. These always explode when I open them though. Ooh. I wish I had one of those tiny little fairy spoons. I feel like that would make up my life a little better. Ooh. This is super pretty. Maybe that was too much for this batch. I don't know. Anyway, our 5-minute timer begins. The work time for this one says 30 minutes working time, and then the quick cure is 3 to 5 hours. This one says it's smooth, self-degassing. This is mostly true for these flatter models that I've done. Doing the tablespoon, the middle doesn't degas very well. And we're gonna go to time lapse. Okay, our 5-minute mix time is up. I just wanted to show you how cool the degassing looks. Makes it real hard, and then I'll pull that out. You see all the stuff start to rise. I'm gonna jump into pouring this thing onto that thing. And that's what it looks like. Thank you for watching, and come back for part 2 for when I get to peel that thing out. I'm not gonna tell you what we're doing with it yet, but you better be excited.